Hey, what's up, guys? So, I thought I'd make another teamfight tactics video because this new set of teamfight tactics is pretty awesome, and I had a lot of fun playing it earlier today. So I thought I'd bang out another video. Now that I've slept, gone to the gym, got some exercise, you know, and it's kind of thinking about what I might want to talk about while I'm making the video. And something that occurred to me while I was exercising, I listened to a lot of kind of like, I guess you could say like motivational videos, or I listened to like stoicism and meditation videos and stuff like that while I work out, just to kind of keep me focused. And something that occurred to me was how difficult it can be to be genuinely happy for other people when you see them being successful or doing things that maybe you wish you were doing or wish that could happen to you, you know. Like, I stopped into work before I went to the gym, and there was a guy that I work with who's a pretty cool dude. Young guy, hard worker. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and much better head on his shoulders than I had on mine when I was his age, that's for sure. And he was like training on a new job, actually doing basically what I do, you know, now. And this is a guy who's like half my age. And I was stoked for him. Like, genuinely, like, it made me stoked. It made me really happy to see him kind of branching out and kind of getting an opportunity, you know, to do his thing, to like work hard or whatever. And cool, I got a luchador. I want to play luchadors. But yeah, and so then while I was exercising, I was thinking about somebody else that I know, another good friend of mine that's really awesome, that I like a lot, I care about a lot, who's recently had some really good things kind of coming her way. And I was kind of thinking about how sometimes it can be hard when you're feeling maybe a little bit jealous, or you're feeling a little bit kind of like incomplete yourself, or, you know, just a certain way yourself kind of going through life. It can be hard to genuinely allow yourself to feel happy for other people. You know, sometimes you get a little caught up in your head, and you know, you might fall into this trap of I don't know, like feeling on the surface or acting on the surface like you're happy for somebody, but like deep down maybe you're not, you know. Maybe you're just kind of jealous, or you've got like some shade. Maybe you don't spit shade to other people, but it's like in your heart, you know. Random component. I'll take that. That looks good. But yeah, and so sometimes like just learning to be able to kind of let go of those negative feelings. Maybe I'll go here, so I have another protector. But being able to let go of those and allow yourself to feel genuinely happy for somebody else that you see doing really well, or having something good happen in their life, can be kind of like a release. It can almost be like cathartic, because what you do is you free yourself from whatever negative feelings you might have had, about that situation, and you allow yourself to feel something positive instead. And to do so in a genuine way. And maybe turn it into inspiration for yourself, to do better on your own. And not let it turn into, I don't know, anything negative. Take something that could potentially be negative, that could potentially give you negative feelings about yourself or your situation in life, or things that you have going on, whether that be jealousy or frustration or anger, and just be like, awesome, and feel genuinely happy, for these other people, even if they're doing something that you want to be doing, or maybe if they get a promotion that you want, or maybe they have a relationship that you envy, or whatever that thing might be. By letting go of those negative feelings, jealousy, frustration, anger, I don't know. It really opens you up. Really opens you up to something positive in your life. And so learning to do that, I think, is huge. I really do. So that's something that maybe I guess we can all work on, Maybe even like when you're playing this game, like this game can be an example where it's like I might get third place and the guy above me might get second place, and I could be bitter about it and be like, oh, F that guy, But on that same note, it's like maybe that made that guy's day, maybe behind closed doors that dude's life is pretty miserable and he's playing on some shitty laptop in like a trailer somewhere and dealing with all sorts of drama, and getting first place in a game of teamfight tactics might be the best thing that happens to him all day, So just kind of having a different perspective and allowing yourself to just be genuinely happy for other people's successes, and to use that instead of as a reason to be bitter or jealous or unhappy. Use it as motivation for yourself and say, this is the reason that I'm doing the good things that I'm doing, so that maybe eventually I'll be that person, maybe eventually things will come my way that are positive in that way, that help me to be happy and feel, and get those good feelings and all those good vibes that come from success or whatever, whether it be at work or in private life, maybe in their fitness. You see people working out and getting fit. Especially, I know this, there was a stretch of time where I was just living like a low life, and I would frequently be throwing shade, like mentally, on people who were working out and like working really hard to get fit. I would think of all these reasons why they were just doing it because they were insecure, and they were doing it to get attention, and they were stupid for doing it. And like, I would try to think of excuses why, what they were doing was dumb. and really what it was that I was dumb. Was that by seeing them be successful and seeing how well that they were doing made me feel insecure. And so, yeah. And so I want to get rid of that. I want to remove those things from my list of personality traits. It's something that I want to work on, that I feel like I can work on, because I feel like I'm better than that. I can be better than that, you know? I feel like being bitter or jealous or having a bunch of self-pity because I'm not getting the things that the other people are getting, or maybe feeling insecure because somebody might be taking my place or might succeed more at something that I struggle with, you know, that makes me feel a certain way. But on the same note, like, if I can learn to be genuinely happy for other people that are doing well and that are improving and making positive changes in their life, it'll make it easier for me to do well and make positive changes in my life. And so, in the end, it's like a net positive for everyone, because I can, in a genuine way, like, be other people's cheerleader while also lifting myself up at the same time. It doesn't have to be, what do you call it? It doesn't have to be a one-way street. Yeah, it can be both ways, where I can be happy for their success and use that as a way to inspire myself to my own success. So it's not a, what do they call that? I forget the word for it, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It can be a positive experience for everybody involved, just because it's a positive experience for them that I want, or that might in some way affect me. Screw it. Oh shit, but I removed my whole board. That was a crazy move. I was too busy talking to think about what I was doing. But yeah, so that's the lesson of today. Is I think if I can learn, if I, you can learn, if we can learn to be genuinely happy for other people's successes and positive things in their life, that, ultimately it's going to be a net positive for you. Just allow it to be. Don't. There we go. So do I have Mighty Mac, Executioner, and Duelist? Crazy. Yes, I'll just leave it at that. Hopefully you guys, if you want, maybe just comment if anybody ends up watching this about what you think about that. Because I feel like that's something that I would like to integrate into my life and into my perspective on things, because I feel like it could really help me, and maybe it could help you too. You know, who knows? I'm gonna put my microphone down because I'm tired of holding it. My arms and my shoulders are just destroyed from the gym. Okay, so I have to, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go with this. The Mighty Mac Executioners. And Duelists. And I could get Udyr, because he's a duelist, right? Yeah. And he's a mentor. So I've got one mentor, good. Alright, we can turn this around. We can make this work. I don't have any protectors. Get rid of this idea. Heavyweights, let's get rid of that. There we go, so that's my next level of duelist. Lucian is a Mighty Mac sorcerer, that's kind of weird. Let me get some giant spells just to give me a strong front line. There's my supreme cells, but I kinda left that by the wayside. I'm gonna level up. Attack caster, attack marksman. I get this because I feel like it kind of works with Beyond Evil Beyond Measure. So let's go. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Well, here's another Mighty Mac.
Now we prove our point.
Not doing very well. Last place, no.
Freedom awaits.
All right, we gotta turn it around.
Don't test me.
I've got all these level 1 dudes. It's a big part of my problem. I might get eliminated here. rid of him. Hello. Oh no. Nope, not quite dead. Can I lock in? Oh no, I went down to... Damn it. Alright. Well, that's it. I got last place. That's pretty awful. Taking that one thing that like wiped out my whole board. I thought it just was going to wipe out like my bench, but it wiped out my board. It fucked me up. Messed with my brain. But anyways, I'm happy for the other people that they did so well. Yeah, I'm not. Fuck them. I hate them. But yeah, anyways. Thanks for watching the video. That was my little rant for the day. You know, just try to learn to love yourself and to appreciate your own victories, but also work on, feeling genuinely happy for other people. I think that there's something to be gained from that emotionally, and psychologically, to let go of any negative feelings that you might have for other people when you see them being successful or doing things that you wish you were doing, or falling in love when you're all alone, or getting a promotion at work, or whatever the case may be. When you let go of the negative and turn it into a positive feeling that you're giving to someone else, it's huge. It's that turning that page, it helps you release that, So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and have a good day. Peace.